happy opening day for the Portland Trailblazers.
Hey,
huh?
you'll love to see it.
Is it happy?
Let's go. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm on
It
Debbie
is
Downer
happy.
mode today.
No, I'm going to have none of that, Jeff Rust. This is the happiest time of the year. Yeah, dude, Downer Rust over here. No, this is the happiest time of the year for the Blazers because this is like being a Cleveland Indians fan from the movie Major League.
It's the start of Tankathon 2024.
But hope springs eternal. You enter every year with the optimism that it might not be as bad as we think it will be, right?
No, but we need it to be worse than we think it will be.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Danny, help us with this. How do we handle this? I think I'm on the right page here. You can be optimistic at the beginning of the year, but we all know what the end game is going to be, right?
I mean, I wouldn't be optimistic at the beginning of the year because it kind of defeats any purpose. Like it's
Dang.
the way that I have framed this is you cannot judge this season on wins and losses.
Bingo.
That's not what you do.
Well, I'm going to judge it on wins and losses if they go up and manage to screw up the season and go win 28, 29 games.
That's the thing is, every time somebody says this, I'm like, what would lead you to believe that's going to happen? What has happened the past 2 years?
I will.
Was it 1-22 down the stretch last year? Like,
Yeah.
buddy.
Well, yes. At that point, they understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the team that won the lottery had a 3% chance of winning it at the 10th best odds. Like, they're going to do what they need to do, but sometimes it's not going to go your way. That's just the reality. It sucks. It sucks that this is like what they have to do, but this is where they're at because it's the only way they're going to get that dude.
Now, okay, here is where my questions start coming in. You said, what gives us the reason and the hope that it won't be like that, or the reason why people should be optimistic? It's because, I mean, you look at the starting five, you look at, it does appear that Shaedon Sharpe is trending in the right direction towards coming back, and you go, it doesn't look like a roster that's one of the worst in the entire NBA. It looks like a roster that could win, 25, 28 games, whatever that may be. But then you have to take what you say there, and that's not going to be the goal. And we haven't seen. Have we ever seen Jeremy Grant finish a season?
No, he's
with
not
the
played a
Blazers?
game in March for the Trailblazers.
Okay, in that, if it starts looking like it's going to be heading in that direction, then that happens.
And not only that, I mean, there's a pretty sizable chance that Jeremy is traded at the deadline.
Yeah.
So it's all of these things that are, number one, they play 28 of their first 31 games are against the Western Conference.
Is the Western Conference good, Danny?
Yeah, it's going to be really good. And I've seen a bunch of models that have a lot of compressed win totals for the NBA.
I don't know what that means.
So this is your Vegas models for how many teams or how many games a team is going to win, right?
All right.
What those models don't factor in is the tank factor. It's the sweepstakes because it happened with Wemby, it's going to happen with Cooper, and it's going to happen next year with AJ DeBonta. We kind of went a couple cycles, and I think COVID had a lot to do with this, and stifled development and kind of how things shook out. There hasn't been guys.
G League Ignite.
Yeah, and I think a big part of this is you're getting a couple generational prospects in a row with Wemby, with Cooper, and with AJ DeBonta, and because of that, I've talked to probably half dozen, maybe more, front office execs around the league about Cooper just kind of heading into the season. And everybody always wants to hedge there. Well, somebody else could jump up. But then you get have you seen that kid? Have you seen this kid? And it's they all want to play coy and hide their hand. They want to pretend that he's not that guy and that organizationally they're not going to just spiral down a hole to go get him. But they are. There's going to be 10 teams that come mid-February go, screw this.
Yeah.
And they're just going to try to get there. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a team or two in each conference that goes, crap, we can't catch them. We're going to be stuck in the play-in. So, all right, let's ratchet this back up and then try to figure this out. So And that's always going to be the Clippers because the Oklahoma City Thunder control their pick. So they can't go down the crapper.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's going to be really interesting this year, and we have plenty of basketball to talk about today. We get to make our picks.
Yeah, we'll do season picks today.
We're going to go 82 games. That's a win. That's a loss. That's a loss.
That I can't do.
okay.
I can
I
see them
can't.
winning this game. I can see them losing this game.
Who knows?
Again, if you're wondering how the Blazers start, besides the 28 opponents that are in the Western Conference in their first 31, they have 5 games in 7 days to open up the season.
Oh.
It's coming fast and furious.
Yeah, that does track because next Friday they play the Oklahoma City Thunder at home.
Mm-hmm.
They will have 5 games before they return home. 2 of them are going to be on the road. They start tonight, obviously, Golden State Warriors in Moda. Then they have a back-to-back with the Pelicans. And
Still don't have a center.
Really?
Still don't have a center on the roster.
Like, who's going to be playing center for him?
Zion?
Like, they honestly do not have one on the roster right now?
They signed. Oh God, what's his name? Big white guy played in Boston. God dang it.
Joe Klein.
No. Undersized big. God.
Brian Scalabrine.
That's not it.
No?
That's not it.
Are you sure?
Daniel Tice.
Daniel Tice?
Yeah, that is the literal only center on their roster among active players. They have a 2-way in Trey Jamison, who is also a big, but otherwise, yeah.
I'll be damned. They have listed Hubert Jones as their starting center. He's 6'7", guys.
Yeah.
He's a small forward.
Yeah. Herb Jones is good player, really good player.
Come on, they got a Carlo Matkovic on here.
Yikes.
And
he's
Yves
big,
Missy.
but, yeah. So Yves Missy is the one regular big on the roster, but we'll see how it goes.